Alrighty, we're back. So today we're going to be to go back a bit, we did sell 45 and sell 46 off camera. So what it came down to is just the kill order. So what we did was we used our Iron Patriots ultimate to take out, or sorry, we used Iron Patriots ultimate, and we used it on Green Goblin Classic, and then he pretty much died from the bleeds, and then we took out Korg, then Red Hulk, and then the next wave dropped, where we focused down Rogue, then Archangel, and then Apocalypse, and then the rest was kind of whatever. And then the floor cell 46 is very easy. I mean, I didn't see any problems. So with that in mind, we are going to start on cell 47 today, and we'll see how far we can get. So far, we actually haven't looked up anyone else's guide. This has been pretty blind so far. Um, we have either Orcus or Alpha Flight. We'll try Alpha Flight. Um, just for the time being. Our Orcus is really strong though, so I don't think we're going to have any problems really. Um, we'll try the three newer members, but it might be better for me to use like Wolverine or something. I'm not sure which three would be the most optimal for this. All right. Well, immediately I don't see a use for the ultimate because we're going to need to flip all the effects after. So we're going to use North Star's special instead to blind at least one of the lizards. Okay. He has taunt on him, so we can't really do too much. That's unfortunate because that would have been good too. Oh well. We'll use Guardian's ultimate, and we might be able to. Alright, never mind. I was like, well, it looks like it might actually take him out. We didn't get that lucky. That clears out barrier. Um, we'll just use his basic attack. Doesn't seem like we have to do too much here. And then we will use North Star's ultimate. We really just need to take out Forge, from what I gather. So we'll use Guardian special there. That that will get it done. Next, we never mind. I was hoping that we'd actually have a minute to go after Sunspot, but it wasn't in the cards. All right, we're going to take out 2099. We have to take out Noir. Then we'll use the blind on the other Noir. All right, we'll use Guardian's Basic there. We finally took out Sunspot. All the kill pressure on this wave's done for the most part, so we'll just be using basic attacks. Try to get as much ability energy as we can for the next wave. Nice. All right, that's cell 47. Next up is cell 48. We're going to be using the same characters. Okay. Our biggest problems here are going to be the Cosmic Ghost Riders. We're going to focus the one that has more power. Damn, we almost killed him too. Alright, we're going to use Guardian Special on the normal Ghost Rider. Just to get as much damage out there as we can. Sasquatch is taking a lot of damage here. Alright, we'll be using North Star Special on the other Cosmic Ghost Rider, then on the normal one. We took out one of them at least. I don't know if that helped us or hurt us, to be honest. We're going to take out the other normal Ghost Rider, and we got to take out Yo-Yo in the process. Nice, that missed. We'll use Sasquatch's ultimate. Try to heal us up as much as we can. We have to go after Miss Marvel. They don't have too much kill pressure here. The only kill pressure is maybe possibly Crystal. But I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, we're okay. Cool. And we're in a pretty good spot health-wise. North Star's a little low, but I think we'll be okay. I'm trying to conserve Orcus as much as I can, and we do have other characters that we could use as well. Like, there's enough characters that we'll be okay. Let me see what we're dealing with here. So we have two Kangs, Iron Patriot. The Iron Patriot might be a pain in the ass. And Leader. Alright. Well, we have characters that could deal with Barrier. We have characters that deal with buffs. I might actually want to have Wolverine or Spire here instead. Just to get the extra damage going. And some ability energy. That could be worse. Yeah, we'll just open up with the North Star Ultimate. Oh, that sucks. Actually, that might not matter. We'll use Sasquatch's Special and Cloak. You do not want to lose Sunspot. Damn. Alright, try again. Yes, you could quit out and come back in. That's fine. Yeah, we don't want to lose Sunspot. Sunspot's the reason why we're actually bothering. Use them. I mean, if we can't use them, then we can't use them, you know. So, hopefully we're chilling. It might have just been a RNG thing. Both of the Kangs have to go after Sasquatch. They crit Sasquatch, I think. Sucks. Both of the bishops go after Sunspot, but Sunspot actually gets to go this time. Nice. We're going to use his special, and then we're going to use his ult, focusing one of the Kangs. That's pretty huge. Leader focused North Star, which is fine. We're going to use Sasquatch's special on Kang. Now we're going to use North Star special on Kang, and we took out Cloak as well. Well, you put some damage on Dagger. We're going to finish off Dagger. I don't think that's exactly the best idea because Iron Patriot's going to be a menace, but like, we don't have anything to really follow up with. Um, with that stuff, and she had ISO 8 on her, the vulnerable. Jeez. We're hanging in there. This is definitely not optimal, though. Basic attack. Basic attack. Well, we are going to lose, but I think this is far enough to where I don't have to worry that much about losing. If that makes sense. Like that's a pretty strong attack. I got a lot out of that. Is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not going to need them for the next waves. So, we're not going to bother there. We're going to use those two. And we can use one of the Alpha Flight members that we don't plan on using again, so it's probably going to... we could see if we can... We'll see if we can actually use Lady Deathstrike. Just to finish off the wave and see if we can get some ability energy. Basic takes out Iron Patriot. I can do whatever here, so... yeah, I could go ham with the Alpha Flight members at this point. Nice. Maybe I should have just used Wolverine. Oh well. So yeah, if anything, you have a couple different options that you could use for Alpha Flight. And as long as you're not a new player, you should have both Orcus and Alpha Flight built. Moving on. We can actually use either team. Because we don't get to use Annihilators and we don't get to use Orcus after this. So let me see which characters. Alright. So Cell 51 would be really good for Annihilators. Cell 50 it doesn't matter. At least not with what I think. We could try something like this, although having some sustain would be nice. We have a couple different options here. There are 10 characters, so you can have 3 different teams. Alright, we're going to use the ability block on Cersei since she hasn't gone yet. Now we're going to use Lady Deathstrike special on Cersei. That finishes her up. Now we pretty much need to go after the Illuminati characters. So we're going to use Sentinel's ultimate on Hank Pym. We somehow took out Hank Pym, which is nice. We're going to take out Black Bolt here. Okay, it's lagging a lot. Actually, we'll use Nimrod's ultimate on Icarus, and I'll take out Black Bolt. And I also took out Coulson, which is nice. Now we'll use Lady Deathstrike's basic attack to finish off Icarus. We lost our normal Sentinel. It's kind of spooky. I don't know if I really like that this early on. Yeah, maybe I will use the Annihilators here, see if I could just beat all 3 floors with the Annihilators. My Orcus is really built too, that's surprising. Alrighty. We're just going to ability block on top of Cersei with Gore. Now we're going to use the endgame Thanos special on Black Panther Shuri. Nice. We'll use Gladiator's basic on Hank Pym. Our Annihilators are level 100. They aren't level 105 yet, by the way. In case anyone needed to know. I think if you're watching this, you probably should have Annihilators at 105. And don't do what I do. Especially because they're needed for the arena. We're going pretty slow on this node, and I don't know if it's going to hurt us or help us in the end. We took out Hank Pym. We're going to go after Cersei and Shuri. However, we have to deal with Icarus and Cersei up at the same time. We'll use Gore's ultimate here. We'll use endgame Thanos' special. Nice. Gladiator's basic. Gore's basic. Well, we're definitely eating some damage. With Icarus and Cersei being up for as long as they have been. Endgame Thanos is basic. That takes out Miss Marvel Hardlight. Now we're going to use Gladiator's ultimate to heal everyone. Just going to try to focus down Icarus. Endgame Thanos special. To get exhaust out there. Or not exhaust, exposed. Ideally, you would want to take out Cersei pretty early on. By all means, I wouldn't recommend this kill order. On the other side, we do have all of our abilities back up, so we'll be okay. The next wave, next floor. Alright, that's cell 50. Alright, cell 51. We'll be using the same characters. Nice, and we just immediately ability block one of the rogues. So we'll use Gore's special on the other rogue while we're at it. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. That already happened more often than not in this video. Unfortunate. Hopefully someone finds it entertaining. Because I'm leaving it in. Alright. We are going to use Gladiator's special, focusing one of the Archangels. We're now going to focus down the rogue with Gore. One of the rogues, yeah, one of the rogues might actually end up doing more abilities than not, so we have to be careful with it. That's the reason why we're focusing down the other one at the moment. We'll drop the special, so she's ability blocked. Just kind of hoping that Archangel doesn't like pop off and like insta kill one of my characters. Nice. All right, now we want to use Gore's ultimate. That was pretty well timed. In the process of doing that, we were able to take out Black Knight's charges pretty much immediately. And we'll finish with Gore's special and Gladiator's ultimate to full heal our team. So this next node, we pretty much have to start off with using Endgame Thanos' special to put down the exposed to get more ability energy going. But we're getting close to the actual rewards. Alright, we don't have any opening abilities from Gore, so we're just going to use our basic attack on Nova. We are going to use the special on Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now we're going to use Gladiator's special. Nice, they don't seem to be doing too much. But we do have Nova's ultimate to worry about now. Unfortunately, Berserker Blitz doesn't necessarily work for whatever reason. So, something to be wary of. We're going to use Gore's special on Nova. Oh damn, we actually landed the ability block. That's actually quite rare. Now we're going to use Endgame Thanos' special onto Ares, as the other Cosmic Ghost Rider gets popped. So we do need an exposed up to get ability energy. We're going to focus the other Ares, and we're going to use Gore's ultimate. Hey, that actually worked. What the hell? They actually took out their battlefield effect, which is what it's supposed to do. Oh, that's crazy. Abilities doing what they're supposed to do? What the hell? We're going to be using Endgame Thanos' special on Ares. Which is also nice because it gets to chain all the way across. And we hit into an exposed as well. Next, we'll be using Gore's special right on the left side of Iron Patriot, which takes out Nova and the other Ares. Now we are going to focus down the Iron Patriot that doesn't have an ability block. Nice, we actually took him out from that. That's huge. Now we're going to go after Ghost Rider. We're going to go after Robbie. Then we are going to take out Iron Patriot. And then finish up Ares. And we should be good to go for the next node. If they're, well, that might be it for the Annihilators. I didn't double check. Yep. Oh well, we could have went ham there. What a shame. We're going to need Liberty for the long haul. So we're going to have to use Mighty Avengers here, if we can. Now, the Mighty Avengers kind of suck. They kind of suck. They don't have too much going for them. I don't know if it's better to use Invisible Woman or Scarlet Witch for healing. So ahead of time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more ISO 8 onto Invisible Woman, wherever she may be. I feel like I passed her up. I'll do it the easy way then. I like using Fortifier on her just because it synergizes well with what she already does. Sorry to have to make you guys watch me open orbs. Okay. Yeah, it looks about right. Yeah, we'll use these characters, see how it goes. Because we need to use Liberty for the rest of it, it's going to be interesting. So we'll just have to be careful. They opened us up with some really tough characters. Ah. We'll use Olympian Slam on the Black Knight in the middle. Yeah, that's probably not ideal. This doesn't feel very optimal to me anymore. Yeah, that's not optimal. On the bright side, Invisible Woman did survive the longest, so maybe putting on Purple ISO 8 was the play. Yeah. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't know who I want to use. I would think that normal Falcon would actually be good there, just because of his turn bar stuff. But like, if Hercules isn't able to survive even, and my Hercules he's pretty strong. He's 6 red. I mean, I don't have his 7 yellow star to make him 3 diamonds, but like that's about the only thing I'm missing really. Sorry, well, levels. All my characters are level 100. And I don't have G19 on Patriot or Falcon. The other Falcon. I'll do that now actually. There's no sense in holding back that kind of stuff. All right. We'll see how Liberty does. Our Liberty isn't as strong as our Mighty Avengers. They don't have any T-Force basically. So I don't expect too much. That's why I'm not really talking about what's going on for these. It looks like I already have to quit out of the node. Yeah, they're just gonna get popped from the bleeds. Alright, we'll try Captain Sam with the 2 Liberty members, see if that changes anything. We'll use the special instead of the ultimate, see if that does anything as well. Patriot's already dead. Yikes. Yeah, we need to quit out before our Captain Sam dies. Okay, well, I guess I'll just end the recording there. I don't know if I'll be able to get this done without trying a billion times, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed getting up to cell 52.